Hey there, Alec or Ale. I'm sorry for butchering that. I tried so hard and even Googled the best way to pronounce it. So I apologize. Please forgive me. But it's definitely a very cool name. And I actually have a really close friend named Ale. That's how we pronounce it. And he spells it as Ale. So I was hoping that'd be the same. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. It means the world to me, and I'm so happy to hear you're such a longtime Survivor fan. And it's interesting that you say you watched it with your grandma every weekend, because that's how I was. I grew up watching it with my grandma. She's the one who really got me into Survivor all along. And we actually watched it together. It was every Thursday night is when it used to be filmed. So we would just get like hot chocolate, popcorn, and just like make a whole night of it. And it was so special that we got to bond over this game that we both loved so much, but then also had really nice quality time together. So it's cool to hear that was a tradition of yours as well. I do know a little bit about ASD. I have a family member who's autistic, so I've always just tried to educate myself more and more through her, and really just get to, absorb as much education as possible in regards to it. I do not speak Spanish. However, I should be able to speak Spanish fluently by now. I took so many years and, classes of Spanish all throughout schooling, and I could never get to past yo tengo hambre or hola, me llamo Sierra. I always took so much pride in being able to say, hi, my name is Sierra. But I would really love to know more and be able to speak Spanish more fluently. I have never visited Costa Rica. However, it is number one on my list. It's such a beautiful place. I've looked so much into it. I would be interested to hear what some of your favorite spots are, because I will need all the tips for when I do go. Random fact about our season. There's so many different things that makes our season unique. I would say that we all are very bonded and still very close following the season. I know some seasons are fortunate enough to continue that bond, but then there's some that aren't. But we're all very close, doing trips together. Now we're going to LA next week for the big finale. So it's really great that we're all pretty tightly bonded and get to, have this experience continue on. My favorite sport. So I have a favorite sport I like to play and a favorite sport I like to watch. I grew up playing softball and soccer my entire life. I was a first baseman. I'm a lefty. Loved playing softball. And I would say my favorite sport to watch actually is baseball. So I'm a huge Philadelphia Phillies fan. I also love watching football. So go Eagles. And yeah, so I would say those are my top two. Hockey's also really fun to watch. I'm a big Flyers fan. That's when, there's a lot of they're fighting and just a lot of excitement going on. So you're never bored in the hockey rink. My favorite piece of advice, truly, it might be cliche, but to never give up and to always just chase your hopes and dreams and just to go after whatever sets your heart on fire. I'm a walking example of somebody where, one, I never would have thought I would have been able to compete on Survivor. And the fact that I did it, I went out there, I gave it my all, I made the merge, I made the jury, a huge life accomplishment that I simply never would have thought would be possible. I also ended up having a nursing degree. And if you asked me 10 years ago if I would ever be a registered nurse, I would have laughed, because I'm sciences are not my thing. I was never good at biology, chemistry, physiology, any of those crazy courses. And here we are now. I am a registered nurse and I completed the whole program in 17 months. So it's something that really just took a lot of determination and dedication. And I was just I knew I had a goal and I just did whatever I had to do to get there. So I encourage you to do the same and to just never give up. Always chase your dreams and goals because it is absolutely possible. Thank you so much again, Ale, for all of your love and support and for being such a big fan of the show. I really hope you're enjoying Survivor 47 as much as we are. We have a big 2 weeks coming up, a 2-week finale. So stay tuned and let me know who you're rooting for. I wish you all the best and I hope you have a great holiday spending some time with loved ones. Bye.